12 months ago, I decided to do a trial. 1 year of posting weekly videos on YouTube, all about DIY around the house and garden. Now, 12 months on, my sentence has been served and the trial has come to an end. One of the reasons I started this channel was just over a year ago, my wife and I moved into a brand new house. And contrary to popular belief, there's still quite a lot of work to be done on a new build property to make it the way you want it. So it seemed like a really good opportunity to be able to video some of those projects and post on YouTube. So things kicked off in January with me installing a washing machine. This was obviously on the top of the list of priorities for my wife, so there's no argument, the washing machine obviously had to be installed. I followed this up fairly quickly by installing some IKEA shelving in our boiler room to store large amounts of wine, which is obviously high on my priority list. In between these, I showed everyone how to install the hose lock fast reel, and ironically, over the summer, this product not only increased in price, but became almost impossible to get hold of. I'm not fooling myself here, this is an effect of the pandemic, not my video. I then posted some videos based in the garden on the projects I was doing at the time, one of which, my how to fix timber to brickwork, was the first to get really noticed by YouTube a month after posting. It got around about 100,000 views in March alone, which really started bringing in subscribers. 5,000 in March, 11,000 in April, and then 12,000 in May. All with just a few videos in the catalogue, which I was really grateful for. And actually each subscription to me felt like a vote of confidence for future videos rather than just the half a dozen that I already posted. It was a month later in March when I released a video I'd recorded of me fixing a fence post of mine that was leaning and sticking out like a sore thumb. That to date has been my highest viewed video, now with over 600,000 views. There's something about fencing that makes it really popular. Maybe I should have started a fencing channel. I then released a few videos on this, which is my garage to workshop conversion. The work of which started at least 4 to 5 months before, with putting in a fake garage door, and also included my video on how to drill through steel beams with just a cordless drill, which I'm still really proud of, not just because of the filming and the editing and the way the whole thing came together, but the fact that I could actually drill some serious holes through some serious steel without having to resort to hiring a rotor broach as well. So in April, I released videos that involved woodwork and electrics before building this, my easy, sturdy workbench. This has been incredibly useful and featured in many videos since then, and then became even more useful when I designed and made some retractable casters to make it mobile. In fact, the retractable casters video has proved not only to be one of the most popular, but probably the one that I've had most comments from viewers saying that I've helped them solve a problem. It's really satisfying to know that what you're doing is not only entertaining, but has a real benefit. Over the next couple of months, you've got lasers, concrete, and demolition before returning again to fencing and how to make a garden gate, including my famous demonstration on which way bracing goes on a garden gate, which I recently saw copied by an American YouTube channel, almost word for word, plus a model demonstration as well, which made me really happy because you know you're doing something right when people copy you, apparently. I then fitted some hinges on a door, which lots of people really liked, and is still getting some really good views and gradually going up and up in time. And then put out a video which I thought was an excellent multi-purpose barbecue garden cart, which really didn't get as much love as it deserved. I thought this was one of my best videos of the year. And it's really funny how that happens, that some things that you put a lot of time and effort into really don't get the views and the love it deserves, although something you've sort of knocked out fairly quickly just takes off. It's one of those YouTube conundrums. In August, I hit the 50,000 subscriber mark, which crept up on me a lot quicker than expected. Over the summer, you would have seen me review a plate compactor and a concrete mixer, both that I purchased from that well-known tool shop Aldi. I cleaned out my sewers and showed everyone how to fix a door that wouldn't latch. That's done really well, and at the time of recording, the end of 2021, is now going through like a second surge. It's really funny that for no particular reason, some of these videos, a couple of months after being published, can really take off again. I assume that's a YouTube algorithm and people watching them, and they have like a second wind for a few weeks, which is nice to see. In October, I demonstrated my way of laying easy block paving, if there is such a thing, followed by me risking life and limb working at height to install a CCTV system. And building shelves and lights in the attic. A few videos on lock snapping, installing electrical outlets, and how to use woodworking bandsaws to cut frozen legs of lamb later brings me to another popular video, and that's how to install an easy outdoor light, which in the last month alone has clocked up more than 180,000 views. I've rounded off the year with some more of my garage to workshop conversion videos, where you saw me hire a board lifter, install 15 sheets of plasterboard on my own, and then tape and joint the whole lot. As if anyone's really going to notice the ceiling of my workshop. But then I'll notice, and the last thing I really want is every time I walk through that door to look up and be disappointed with the final product on the ceiling and wish that I'd just taken more time and effort to finish it in the first place. Now, talking about time, the one thing I've learned this year, to produce good quality videos for YouTube takes an enormous amount of time. When you're building something, to set up a camera, sort out the focus and the lighting, and then film things from multiple angles can mean a 2-hour project lasts all day, or something more complicated can literally last all week. And that's without even sitting down and thinking about editing the footage. So the 50 or so videos that I published this year is literally the result of thousands of hours of work. And that's probably another reason why I'm so appreciative of the positive feedback I've had from the channel growing, and also all the comments from you, the viewer, as well. It really helps motivate you to get you out there again and put this enormous amount of time into the next video and the next one and the next one. I've also been very appreciative of the companies that have sponsored some of the videos this year, especially ITS, whose input has really sort of helped to keep the lights on and keep the whole thing going. So that's it then for Proper DIY YouTube channel. What do you mean you want to see some more? Oh, go on then, you persuaded me. So what's in store for 2022? Well, throughout next year, Proper DIY will not only be continuing, it'll be expanding and bringing you even more of the videos that you want to see. As well as the weekly Friday DIY videos, I'll also be revisiting some of the projects that I carried out in 2021, just to see how they're faring after 12 months use or being out in the elements. But the big news is that as from March, I'm going to be releasing a second video each week, all based on projects around the garden. This is going to include landscaping projects, lawn care, planting, and maybe even some more fencing, but definitely everything else you can think of around the garden. There's so much more to come. So thank you once again for everyone that's given their support to the channel in 2021. And I wish everyone all the best for 2022. There's lots to look forward to, and I think it's going to be a really busy year. So happy New Year and all the best for 2022.